Let's calculate the value of 0.5 to the third power, and let's expand this expression as our first step. Since our base is 0.5 and our exponent is 3, that means we're going to multiply 3 0.5s together. So after we expand, it'll look something like this. And now we have 3 decimals to multiply together. So that what we're going to do is we're going to use the associative property, multiply 2 numbers at a time, and continue that process until we run out of 0.5s to multiply with. Alright, so we're going to group the first 2 0.5s and we're going to multiply them together. So let's do that over here. So we have 0.5 times 0.5. 5 times 5 equals 25. Carry the 2. 5 times 0 is 0, plus the 2 we carried is 2. We bring a 0 here, and now we multiply 0 with all the digits here. So we have 0 times 5 is 0, and 0 times 0 is 0. So notice here is when we have a 0 here, we have a row of zeros as all of our products here. So this step is unnecessary, and you could skip that step. So we'll do that in the future. Alright, so we add these together. So we have 5 put 0 is 5, 2 put 0 is 2, and then we have the 0. Now we have to figure out where to place the decimal point. And for that, we have to count the amount of decimal places to the right of the decimal point for each of the numbers. And we have to do that for the 0.5 and the 0.5. So if you take a look here for 0.5, it has 1 decimal place to the right of the decimal point. So that's 1. And then if you look at this 0.5, it again has 1 decimal place to the right. So total, we have 2 decimal places we need to use. So what we're going to do to place the decimal point, we have to start from the very right digit, and we move 2 decimal places to the left. So we go 1, 2. This is where we're going to put the decimal point. So our final answer is 0.25. So we're going to replace these 2 0.5s with its product of 0.25. But we're not done yet. We have another 0.5 over here. So we have to multiply 0.25 times 0.5 to finish the problem. So let's do that over here. So this is 0.25, and let me move that over here, times 0.5. And now let's multiply them together. 5 times 5 is 25, carry the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, but we add the 2 we carried, which is 12, carry the 1. 5 times 0 is 0, plus the 1 we carried, which is 1. And we could multiply with all the zeros, but we're going to get a row of zeros like we did up here. So we'll skip that step. However, we still have to figure out where to put the decimal point. So for that, we do the same process. We're going to count the decimal places to the right of the decimal point. So if we do that, let me move this over to the side so we can fit this. There we go. So 0.25 has 2 decimal places to the right of the decimal point. So that's 2 here. Let me give a different color. And 0.5 has 1 decimal place to the right. So together we have 3 total decimal places to the right. So that means we're going to start from the very right and move 3 decimal places to the left. So 1, 2, 3. This is where we're going to put the decimal point. And we put a 0 here. So this is 0.125. So 0.125. There are no 0.5s left to multiply with. So we're done. We have just shown that 0.5 to the third power is 0.125.